Jolie, it is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Alora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Alora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
For some reason I can't see anything. Okay, there we go. No idea why it went black screen there. But whatever.
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Alora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
Somehow. Is he in here? Only the operatives are permitted into the prison cells, you. I'm sorry, I'll be going now.
So, do we have a deal?
That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling me?
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense, I guess. All right, I'm in. When do I start?
Just show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away.
Who's this guy? Can I talk to you? Oh.
Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a Republic recruiting drive right now. I need to hire these mercenaries before they sign up with the Sith.
Why are you hiring mercenaries?
In case you hadn't noticed, there's a war on. If we don't hire these mercs, the Sith will. Now excuse me. I have to continue my recruitments.
So I will continue to stand here doing nothing. This way, I guess? I hope we don't need to persuade, because we're not going to be very good at it.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers.
I'm aware of the Republic's indignation. However, witnesses' reports clearly state your Republic soldiers were willing to engage in violence as the Sith in this case.
They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Taunts and threats are not significant provocation in the eyes of this court. Words can be ignored, which is what your men should have done. I find both the Republic and the Sith to be equally at fault for the breach of the peace. I should throw all parties involved into the Anto City jail. But since no Selkath were harmed in this conflict, I will show mercy and levy a fine of 10,000 credits to both sides. The court is dismissed, though I warn you that further disturbances will not be viewed with such leniency. Oh, I could talk to the liquid snake over here. No, nothing more from you, damn it. Okay, guess we'll talk to you guys. I am Judge Sheltar, acting on behalf of the Selkath government of Manat. It is my task today to answer the needs of off-world citizens of both the Republic and the Sith Empire. If you have legitimate grievances with another party, then you should speak to me. You should first, however, consult the Republic Embassy before pressing formal charges. Is there something you wish to bring to my attention? I would like to investigate the murder case involving Sunry. That is acceptable, I believe. In the non-legal tradition, the defendant can have an arbiter who tries to prove his innocence in court. This arbiter is a neutral party that can investigate and present evidence in the trial, and argue on the defendant's behalf. As you are a Jedi, I believe you could fulfill this role adequately.
I suppose you're Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him.
So be it. You are now appointed arbiter in the case of the Sunry versus the Sith Empire. Your name and position has been recorded in our files. I will now inform you of the pertinent facts in this case. You have a limited amount of time in which to investigate and organize a defense of your client, and I advise you to use it wisely. Sunry was seen leaving a hotel, leaving behind a dead Sith woman, Alassa Huras. He has been charged with murder and is being held in the Anto City prison facilities. Due to his crippled status, he is being kept in solitary holding cell. Witnesses claim to have seen the killing and are being detained at the hotel in question, pending the trial. The manager of the hotel has now been informed of your appointment. Alassa was found dead of a blaster wound with an incriminating Republic medal clutched in her hand. This information has been uploaded to your datapad. It would be wise to review all information before the trial starts. You may question Sunry or the witnesses. The evidence in this case is heavily stacked against Mr. Sunry. I believe it will take some doing to absolve him of guilt.
Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
You may also interview the judges here, including myself, to get the idea of the pertinent factors in this case. Since this is also your first case, and you are an off-worlder, I feel compelled to add good luck as my final missive. Thanks. Okay, I guess we gotta speak to all these guys then. I shall answer questions pertaining to the case, and those questions only. What do you think of Sunry? I found the idea that some half-human cripple could murder someone as obviously competent as the Sith Alassa questionable at best. A man who can barely walk killed a Sith warrior in her prime. Preposterous. But I wouldn't put it past the Republic to try and arrange such circumstances to see her dead. The Sith are much more straightforward about their intentions. Is that all? What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? I think the Republic is an institution in sore need of change. It has gone on too long, and the Sith are the fresh wind of change blowing across the galaxy. I do not believe the false stories of the evils of the Sith Empire. They are nothing compared to the oppression and stagnation that the Republic represents at its core. If I was given the power to decide, a man would join the Sith, forcing the Republic to accept the new face of the future. But sadly it would appear that I am wiser and more far-sighted than my immediate superiors. I am relegated to civil judicial matters. I will judge this case, and I will find Sunry as guilty as he is charged to be.
So nice to meet an impartial judge for a change.
Impartiality is one thing, blindness is another entirely.
You said it, not I.
Are you finished? Is there anything suspicious about this case? I find it presumptuous to assume that the crippled Sunri could kill Alassa. I think there must have been another who killed her, perhaps one of the witnesses. I do not know the reason for the medal crushed in Alassa's hand either, but it may have been that she fought them off, even as she died. I think this may be the work of some Republic conspiracy, and I'm not afraid to say so. If the only means I have of hurting the Republic is through Sunri, then so be it. Is that all? I have no more questions for now. Do not bring frivolous topics to discuss. I deal only with trial information. Ah, the Arbiter. Since you have been permitted to defend Sunri against those accusations, I shall assist how I can. What do you think of Sunri? Sunri was a great warrior in his time. He fought for the Republic against the Sith aggression and proved valorous. I have great respect for his accomplishments and find it tragic that he finds himself in his current condition. If the Republic had more individuals like him right now, I do not believe the Sith would be so great of a problem for your people. Is there any other way I can assist you? Is there anything suspicious about this case? I find it questionable that a man with such a reputable past as Sunri would murder a Sith woman, especially not from behind. But knowing the Sith, there was probably some deception involved. They seek to do the same thing to us here. There has been much pressure by the Sith on our government, and even on the judges themselves, to deliver a guilty verdict in this case. But the letter of the law is absolute, and we will not be compromised for Sith power games. Is there anything else you need? What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? I found this great battle being waged across the galaxy both disturbing and ultimately tragic. For all its faults, your tottering Republic has benefited the vast majority of the galaxy for many millennia. To see it all fall into ruin is such a short time. I do not like the Sith, that I make no effort to hide. I will even admit that if given the option, I would rule that we should join the Republic. But I must remain impartial and rule on this case as the law requires. Do you have any additional questions? I have no more questions for now. Now, we technically already spoke to you, right? Is there anything else? As arbiter of the Sunri murder trial, you have the authority to question me on matters pertaining to this case. How did you know I was from the Republic? Your ship registry is originally from the Republic world of Transcell. Therefore, you are a Republic citizen. Or are you saying you stole your ship? No. Perfectly legitimate. I see. Is there more you need? Is there a star map on this world? A star map? Not precisely. But Manan holds many wondrous and exciting locales and treasures. Koto not the least of them. Our many shops and boulevards cater to the whim of any species and provide a vibrant nightlife. That has to be seen to be believed. This and other tourist paraphernalia can be had from your local embassy, so do not waste my time with it. I have questions about the trial. You have the right, Arbiter, to ask me questions regarding the case. What do you think of Sunri? Sunri is known to us as a hero of the Republic in your perpetual conflicts with the Sith Empire. While he may have been severely injured in the line of duty, I personally hold him in quite high regard.
Speaking of that injury, has it been taken into consideration, Your Honor?
In no way does his disability hamper him, though. Rest assured that my personal regard of Sunry will not affect my judgment. While emotion may rule your scent, the cold hard hand of the law rules here on Manan. Is there anything else you wish to ask me? Is there anything suspicious about this case? Yes, there is something that has been bothering me. The medal that was found clutched in the Sith's hand. I find it most odd that such a blatantly incriminating piece of evidence would be left at the scene of the crime. We have analysed the evidence, and it does not appear to be a replica, but I still have my doubts. In the midst of the crime, then, Sunry could have well lost it. I have seen much more improbable things happen in my tenure to the courts.
Simply because it was real does not mean Sunry would have overlooked it being in Elas's hand.
Is there another matter you wish to inquire about? And what do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? The governing bodies of both states seek to keep an amicable relationship with our world in order to facilitate the exporting of culture. I do not delude myself into thinking that either of the states holds any great love for us, but we are necessary, so you will let us hold our autonomy. I try not to concern myself with intergalactic policy. I find it stretches the letter of the law too much for my tastes. Is there something else that concerns you, human? I have no more questions for now. Very well. When you feel you have gathered enough evidence, you may speak with the warden in charge of the prison where Sunry is being held. He will bring Sunry to us, and the trial will commence. I suppose I must spend some time talking to you, since you are here in an official capacity. What do you need? What do you think of Sunry? Sunry was a Republic soldier, a hero even. Do you think his Republic masters will let someone so valuable go so easily? I think not. I think Sunry maintains his contacts with the Republic and seeks to escalate the situation here. Is there something else you require? Is there anything suspicious about this case? I find this case to be fairly straightforward. Sunry is from the Republic, Alassa from the Sith. The great empires battling now live out their conflict through their minions too. Is that all? What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? I do not buy into the Republic line that this is some epic battle of the good Republic against the evil Sith Empire. The Sith Empire is merely an expansionistic power, much like the Republic was early in its history. It is simply the turning of history, where the old is swept away by the better new. I have no more questions for now. Then go and do not disturb me unless you have trial business to discuss. Since you have been designated arbiter in the Sunry case, I shall answer questions that you might have. What do you think of Sunry? Sunry is a former Republic officer who is highly regarded by your people. He is admired by your people here on Manan, and even seems to maintain some sort of relations with them still. If he is as capable as some of the Republic citizens still believe him to be, he is certainly capable of actions that would result in this murder. Is there anything else you wish to ask in relation to this case? Is there anything suspicious about this case? Well, I have often wondered, if Sunry were so innocent, why was he seen fleeing the scene of the crime? Why would he have been running if he had not committed the crime himself, or was at least aware of what had occurred? This case seems fairly simple and obvious to me. You Republic types stick together, however, and I assume you will go to lengths to defend him. What else do you want to ask? What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? Both empires are at fault in this current conflict. The Republic in the past were laying the foundations upon which the Sith Empire grew, and the Sith now, obviously, were starting the war. But no matter the wrongs that had been done in the past, the Sith have no cause for renewing hostilities. It almost seems as if they want to conquer everything. I believe the Republic have every right to defend itself and drive the Sith back where they came from. Unfortunately for them, and perhaps for us, they do not seem to be doing too good a job of it. Was there anything else you wanted to know? I have no more questions for now. Return if you have pertinent details about the case to discuss. Okay.
Manon should treat us Sith better. Their day of reckoning approaches. The Selkath have forgotten the lesson of Taurus. Perhaps we should remind them.
I'm sick of hearing about Manon's neutrality. It sounds like a coward's excuse not to fight, if you ask me.
Okay, so we can go to the prison, I guess, and speak to him. Where's this hotel? It was mentioned with witnesses. You may come and go as you please, Arbiter. You will find the door unlocked. If you wish to begin your trial, you must make the request with the warden, which shall then be passed on to the judges. Who's this guy?
When I get out of here, you're dead! I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood!
Be quiet, off-world scum. So you are the arbiter in the Sunri Alassa murder case, then? I hope you are impartial, as the office is traditionally supposed to be. You off-roaders have a tendency to ignore the rule of law in favour of some rather irrational causes. What is it that I can do for you now? What do you know about the murder of Alassa? Sunri is from the Republic, Alassa from the Sith. They kill each other all the time. What more is there to know? But as to the details, that is for the judges of our court to decide. Is there anything else you need? Do you know anything about a star map? No, I do not. No, I do not. It is quite illogical to think that a being who spends his entire day locked in a room with insane people and murderers would know much about the outside world. Is there anything else you need? I'm here to see the prisoner Sunri. Yes, I am aware of this fact, human. He is in his cage over there, and I'm sure he can hear you quite clearly. Is there anything else you need? Nothing for now. Very well then. I will of course be here if you need something else.
Jolie, what are you doing here? Allura sent me, Sunri. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the Selkath seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
Let's go over the evidence.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Alassa there that night, but it's not what you think. I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith when I turned Alassa into a double agent working for us. It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Alassa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you!
Further, they say they found my hero's cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Selkath, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
I need to investigate this case some more. Any ideas where I should look?
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Selkath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with offworlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
There's a few things we have to clear up.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
The judges said that you left after the shot was fired.
How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure.
Well, we're going now.
Very well. I suppose there is still much you must do before the trial. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
Okay, well, where's this hotel then, I guess? Is that where we came from? Greetings, human. My name is Nico Pawas. I hope you are enjoying yourself here in Anto City. Our floating city is beautiful, is it not? It's truly a wonder to behold. You are too gracious here. The beauty of Manan is delicate. Our ecosystem is complex and fragile, and I fear for the preservation of my planet. What are you talking about? There is a task I would ask you, Jedi. I fear there is nowhere else I can turn. What do you want me to do? Rest assured, there will be ample reward for this human. I only require information, nothing more. The Republic has been hiring mercenaries, many more than usual. As an official of the Selkath people, this is of great concern to me. I only seek the reason for this change in Republic policy. Why do you need me for this? I can't trust anyone else. The Republic obviously wants to keep their secret. I have inquired often as to their purpose, and have been rebuffed. The Sith can't be trusted to give me an accurate report of events. They will twist the truth, so that it furthers their own goals. And the mercenaries are well aware of the high wages the Republic is paying. They would not report anything that might slow the flow of credits into their accounts. Uncover the truth behind the Republic's actions, and I will pay you 500 credits.
Be careful here, kid. Start poking your nose in a place that doesn't belong, and you might not like what you find.
Please, see if you can find the answers I seek. Find why the Republic is hiring so many mercenaries. Find where they are going. Find why they do not return. I'll look into it for you, Nico. Once you discover some information, please come speak to me. Believe it or not, I'm a friend of the Republic. Whatever the truth, I shall do my best to protect the Republic's interests. And those of Selkath, of course. Because we don't have enough to do.
I hope you're here to play some Pazak. I don't come here looking for sparkling conversation.
I think I'll be going
clear
now.
out already.
Let's bring someone else to the party. I don't know if anyone else would have more to say. There's a lot of Republic here, so maybe Karth would be a good idea. Or Bastila, I guess. What the hell is this guy?
I am not for hire. Perhaps the Mandalorian or the Achani can help you, though they lack the stomach for certain jobs.
Well, what do you have against the Achani and the Mandalorians?
They lack the resolve to do what needs to be done. The Achani believe in a non-existent warrior code of honor, and the Mandalorians prize credits above bloodshed. But I am Iridorian. Honor comes from slaying your opponent, and the true reward of any job is the taste of your foe's dying blood on your tongue.
Not sure how you do that in that suit. I want to ask you some questions.
Ask whatever you wish, though you may find some of my answers distasteful.
Why is the Republic hiring so many mercenaries?
Perhaps you should ask them. The Republic prefers not to deal with my kind, though maybe they need an Iridorian to finish the job. The mercenaries they hire must be failing, as they are never heard from again. That is all I know. Is there more you wish to ask?
Do you know about the murder of Alassa?
On my world, those too weak to defend themselves deserve to die. A murder is justified if you have the strength to kill your victim. Is there anything else you would know?
I'm seeking an ancient star map or some alien ruins.
Manan has no such things, unless the Selkath have them hidden away at the bottom of the ocean. Is there more you would know?
How are we going now?
Yes, I'm not surprised. There are few on this watery world who feel comfortable in my presence.
You notice that Iridorian over there in the corner? Don't stare. It's bad enough he's here in the bar. I don't want him coming over or anything. Now, I hear if they go too long between battles, they'll start killing each other just to pass the time. If even half the stories I've heard are true. And there's all those rumors of mutilations and torture on helpless prisoners drinking the warm blood from the wounds of their dying enemies. I never used to believe those rumors. Until I saw this guy. I'd rather try to fly through the heart of the mall with a broken down cargo freighter than have to stare into those cold, dead eyes.
By the guy in the corner, do you mean the guy who stood in front of you?
If you're here to offer me a job, I'm not interested right now. I got so many offers I can't keep up as it is. Maybe that Iridorian skullslacker at the bar, or the Johnny Nerf herder cowering in the corner is available.
Well, what do you have against the Enchani and the Iredians?
Well, nothing. Except that the Achani are a bunch of fey dancers prancing in a battle with tiny weapons not fit for Mandalorian children. They hardly wear any armor because it slows them down when they run away. But the Achani are better than the Iridorians. Those savages keep hacking at fallen foe even after death, mutilating the corpse out of pure bloodlust. I even heard they'll turn on each other when the battle fever hits. Who wants to work with someone like that? I could pretty much name my price right now, especially since the Republic's so desperate for mercs all of a sudden.
Why is the Republic hiring so many mercenaries?
They ain't saying, but the price is sure right. Of course, I haven't heard of anyone coming back, so I'm guessing the job ain't easy.
Do you know about the murder of Alassa?
Not really. They say some Republic war hero killed her. Maybe you should check out the Republic embassy.
Do you know anything about ancient ruins or a star map?
If there ever were any ruins on this world, they've long since disappeared beneath the oceans.
Don't you hate the Republic for defeating your people?
I'm a realist. It was war, after all. And even though the Republic destroyed my people, the leaders of the Armada were Revan and Malak, so I hate the Sith just as much. And with this war, there's plenty of opportunity to take bloody vengeance against both sides, and make a nice profit along the way. We Mandalorians are always practical that way. Not like those bloodthirsty Iridorians or those honor-bound Ichani. Or anything else you want?
Well, we're going now.
So why are you telling me? If you're going, go. I don't need a status report.
Greetings, human. My name is Sheamus. I've heard it said that you are no friend of the Sith. Is this true? The Sith are a blight upon the galaxy. Though I suspect we have little in common, human, I share your dislike of the Sith. They have brought grief to my family. I am not a fool. I know the Sith do not respect our laws, as the Republic does. Were it up to me, I would do everything in my power to aid the Republic in the war against Malak. But intergalactic politics stay in my hand. Still, I know the Sith are evil, and I fear what they will do to my people, and what they may be doing now. What are you talking about? Many of the Selkith have vanished. Most who have gone missing are on the cusp of adulthood, the youth who will someday lead this planet. My own daughter, Shasa, is among those who have disappeared. These disappearances coincide with the arrival of the Sith, and I can't dismiss the connection. The Sith are up to something human, something sinister. I can feel it. You want me to investigate these disappearances? I will give you 500 credits if you can uncover the fate of my daughter and the other missing Selkith youth. Not much, but all I can afford. I have no official authority in this matter, and my personal wealth is not vast. There is no one else I can turn to, human. The Republic agents are too closely watched by the Sith, and the Anto City authorities can't act without proof of Sith involvement. I shall look into these disappearances for you, Sheamus. I can't imagine where to begin the investigation, though I suspect the Sith did not act alone. Perhaps off-worlders in the mercenary enclave know something. If you learn anything, human, report back to me at once. If you uncover the fate of my daughter and the other missing Selkith youth, I will reward you as promised. Getting all the objectives.
You're new around here, aren't you? My name's Duan. Care to buy a Sith girl a drink? That is, unless you're one of those simpering Republic soldiers.
I'm Yurzin. I'm just here to check out the swoop races.
Well, some of the soldiers like to go and bet on the swoops on their day off, but this planet is bad enough without mingling with the locals. It isn't easy here, you know. Not with all the Republic soldiers walking the streets while we sit and do absolutely nothing. Malak should send a fleet in and conquer this whole sector, Kolto or no. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know?
I'm investigating the recent murder of Alassa.
What is there to investigate? Obviously Sanri is guilty, but the Republic is doing everything they can to keep him out of a Selkath prison. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know?
I hear the Sith are taking an interest in the Selkath youth.
We Sith are interested in a lot of things. If you're smart, you'll stay out of Sith business. But I don't really want to talk.
I'm searching for some ancient ruins, or maybe a long-forgotten star map.
Are you some kind of historian or something? You should forget about the past, look towards the future. That's why I joined the Sith. The Republic is old news. And then I get stuck on Manan, the worst post in the galaxy. It isn't easy here, you know. Not with all the Republic soldiers walking the streets while we sit and do absolutely nothing. Malak should send a fleet in and conquer this whole sector, Kolto or no. But I don't.
I'll be going now.
Oh, I get it. I get a little bit wild, and you want to hold it against me. Come on, what's the matter? Afraid I'll drink you under the table? Hey, if you're not man enough to keep up, who needs you? Seems I'm not ladylike enough for some men. Well, I may be a woman, but I'm still a soldier. Barkeep, bring me another round.
Okay.
We might have a position within the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good, but I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Taris into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this, when we win the war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I've never turned down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment. I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
You hiring for the Republic or the Sith?
Neither.
Then why are you wasting my time? There's big money to be made here. I can't risk missing a job offer because I'm yapping with you.
You just got a job. Let me speak to you.
Hey man, clear out. You're cramping my style with the ladies.
There's like one lady in here. I think. Well, two, I guess. Okay, well that was the... I guess we didn't speak to the barkeep. Is that something we can do? Greetings, human. There are a few places in Anto City where off-roaders are welcome, but here they are at least tolerated. I'd like to see what's in stock. I'm certain you will see that all my inventory is of superior quality. Just buff nonsense that I don't really ever use, and probably should. I want to ask you a few questions. I am far too busy to spend my time conversing with humans. I must reserve my time for paying customers, not idle gossip. Okay. Until next time, human. I think that's everything out of this place.
There's a lot of credits to be made in the Republic in times like these. If we survive, of course.
Of course. Okay, so that's that area checked then. I guess we need to head back elsewhere then and find this hotel and missing children and Republic hiring mercenaries. And then at some point we'll find a star map, I guess. Maybe. Well, that was that side of the area. Let's go this way then.
Precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The Galactic Senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
So much bitchiness. Okay, what have we got here then? General store.
How much for all this stuff, Tyvark?
For the Sith, a month's pay. Since you're a member of the Republic, I will charge you a week's salary.
Thanks, Tyvark. Catch you next week.
Welcome, welcome. This is a great time to be alive, as the Zerka Corp has been driven from one of its outposts. They lost their trading outpost on Kashyyyk. Merely a slaver's den, I've been told. News of this sort is welcome indeed to me. What can I do for you today? What do you know about the Sunry case? Unfortunately, I can't offer any great insight into this matter. I suggest you investigate the murder scene, or perhaps talk to the other residents of the hotel where the crime occurred. Let's see what you have in stock. As you wish, human. My inventory contains the finest Arctech equipment you can find on Manan. All of it far superior than the Zerka Cult swill the Sith are so fond of. Some medpacks, I'll buy them. Stabilizer mask. Nah.
Tyvark hates the Sith, so he's always giving us Republic soldiers discounts. I bet he gives you Jedi a great deal.
Malak will show you Republics how a war is really waged.
Blah, blah, blah. This side? What's going on over here?
I have to stop talking to Sith. They make me want to break so many laws just to pound the smirk off their faces.
A human? There are Selkith everywhere, but you choose to speak with me. Am I so different? Do you think I have answers that the others do not? That's a rather strange greeting. These are strange times. The Sith and the Republic battle to control the galaxy, but their war destroys what they both seek to possess. The war sows fear and confusion. People are lost. They want guidance, direction. They have questions, and they want answers. That is why I am here. I too seek answers. Answers to what? The Republic, the Sith, the war, everything, nothing. Answers are always the hardest to find when the questions are unclear, yet that does not stop us from searching. Who are you? A name? There is power in names, yet in the end a name alone means less than nothing. I am Hulas, a traveller from the world of Dura. And what is your name, human? Seni Vec gave me a message to see you. Seni Vec? This name means nothing to me. Are you certain this person told you and your companions to come see me? This is very strange. Obviously there must be some mistake, or maybe this is a joke. I doubt anyone named Seni Vec told you to bring your companions and come speak with me. So this is the guy who gave us the data pad on Tatooine, and he said come alone, right? I'll avoid mentioning it again then until we ditch the teammates. Never mind. I want to ask you some other questions. I will do my best to answer them, though I am only recently arrived in this world. Many of your questions would be better answered by others, I'm sure. Do you know anything about the Sith here, Romanon? War is the tool of empire building. The Sith conquer world after world, taking resources as they want. They come to Minan to plunder the most valuable resource of all, Kolto. Minan is different. It is difficult to conquer. If the Sith attack, the Selkith can slip away to safety far below the ocean. They can hoard their Kolto, or give it to the Republic. So Minan gives us a glimpse of how the Sith will react should they win this war. Here the Sith must use diplomacy and negotiation, tools they will need to maintain their empire. The Sith don't negotiate, they use brute force to maintain control. They might try, but an army can only build an empire, not sustain it. Rebellions, insurrections. Time, the weight of the Sith's own policies, would bring them down. It may take a century or two, or even 3, but eventually the Sith will learn diplomacy, or their empire will fall. I want to ask you some more questions. I will do my best to answer them. I am only recently arrived in this world. Many of your questions would be better answered by others, I'm sure. What can you tell me about the Republic here on Minan? The Republic comes to Minan with offers of alliance. But the Selkith are wary. They have no wish to join the Republic, given recent histories. The Republic say they protect the galaxy, but they have seen much war. Exar Kun, the Mandalorians, the Sith. Why does the Republic breed so many enemies? Until they know the answer, the Selkith will not join. They have no wish to make the Republic's many enemies their own. More than this I cannot say. What are you doing here on Minan? I am an observer, a seeker of answers. The Sith and the Republic vie for control of the galaxy, and I am anxious to know as much as I can about the eventual victor. On Minan I can observe both parties in relative safety. The Sith and the Republic coexist here, unlike anywhere else in the galaxy. Here I watch, study, and learn. I'll be going now. And so you leave, perhaps to return, perhaps not. Yet I will remain here. My work is not done. So the question is, can I just go solo mode, or do I have to get them to actually leave? Shady Rodian over there. Can I just get them to leave from here? Just get them out of the party. Let's try this again. You return. Was our business so unfinished when we last spoke? What is it that you want? Senny Vec gave me a message to see you. Senny did not think you would come, but I knew better, Urizen. It is good that you have come alone, for if you ever come with others, I will not speak to you of these things. I am Hollis of the General Haradan, a secret society of bounty hunters. For 1,000 generations, we have existed, but always hidden beneath an impenetrable veil. I've never heard of you. If you ever have, we are shadow, darkness and night. We are less than a whisper or a thought. We have managed to keep our existence a secret far longer than most would ever imagine. If you are ever foolish enough to tell anyone about this meeting or the Jedi Haradan's existence, they would not believe you. They would probably think you were paranoid or mentally unstable. Not even those closest to you can know we have approached you. If you ever speak to me around any of your companions, I will not discuss the Jedi Haradan. Do you understand, Urizen? I understand. I believe you speak the truth, Urizen, but remember this. If you ever betray us, this opportunity will be lost forever. Few among the galaxy have ever heard of the Jedi Haradan. They never see us. They never know we are there. They do not even know we exist. If you do not follow our rules, we will vanish, and you will be like all the others. You will never see us again. We will be nothing more than a figment of your imagination. But if you swear to keep the secrets of our order, you will learn of the Forbidden Society, known only to a handful throughout the galaxy. I will preserve the secrecy of your order. Excellent, Urizen. We have high hopes for you within the guild. If you prove yourselves worthy, listen closely, and I will give you the first glimpse to our secret world. We, Jedi Haradan, are an ancient guild of elite bounty hunters. For thousands of years, we have been at work throughout the galaxy, eliminating our targets in near total secrecy. How does anybody hire you if nobody knows you exist? In the highest corridors of power, a handful of people know we exist, and how to contact us. Of course, these people are smart enough to keep this knowledge a carefully guarded secret. And on very rare occasions, when we are seeking new clients, one of our guildmasters will approach a powerful political figure and offer our services when the time is right. What does this have to do with me? By killing Calo Nord, you have shown you have great potential. The Jedi Haradan could use someone like you, if you are willing. And your work for us could be of great aid to the Republic. How will killing innocent people help the Republic? Innocent people? Our victims are far from innocent, and the Jedi Haradan will only accept a contract if the target's death suits our greater goals. Goals that often match those of the Republic. The Jedi Haradan have a vested interest in preserving the Republic. It is the perfect cover for our work. We operate behind the scenes, manipulating the events through subtle machinations. Do you think the Republic has resisted for 15,000 years by mere accident? If not for our influence, distasteful as our methods may be to some, the Republic would have collapsed long ago. We understand the bureaucracy of the Republic. We have learned how to alter the course of political events under the existing regime. We have no wish to see the Republic fall. Why would I want to join you? As I said earlier, your efforts here will help the Republic. By aiding us, you will earn the right to join an exclusive organization with the power to alter the very course of galactic history. And of course, there is the simplest reason of all, the Jedi Haradan ruled their agents very, very well. Okay, what do I have to do to join? As you can imagine, joining the Jedi Order is not a simple process. To begin, we will need proof of your loyalty and your competence. When you feel you are ready, I will give you your task, a target who must be eliminated. Of course, you will have to come alone whenever you wish to discuss Jedi Order business. I'm ready to prove myself worthy of the Jedi Order. Killing Calo Nord was an impressive display of your skills. But there is more to the Jedi Order than mere killing. To preserve the society of our order, our agents must be discreet. You must be able to find and eliminate a target without drawing undue attention. You can never mention your assignment to others, not even your closest allies. Also, you can't ask people for information about your target. You must complete your mission using only the information I will provide. I understand. Who is my target? We will begin with something simple. Your first mission is to eliminate either of two targets. A Grand Slaver named Zulan Centaur, or a Rhodian anti-Republic terrorist named Lorgal. Tell me about Zulan Centaur. Zulan was a common intergalactic slaver who tried to kidnap the daughter of a Coruscant senator. He failed, and the girl was recovered, but Zulan himself escaped. He will probably try another similar kidnapping soon. If he succeeds, he might ransom his victims in exchange for dangerous political secrets that could threaten the Republic itself. The Jedi Order wants to eliminate him before this happens. Our latest information places Zolan on Dantooine. He often sells illicit goods to the wealthy sellers of that world. His land speeder was spotted near one of the settlers' estates on Dantooine. Zolan rarely strays far from his speeder, in case he needs to make a quick escape. You should look for him there. Tell me about Lorgal. Lorgal is a radical who wants to destroy the Republic through terrorist acts. He is responsible for over 2 dozen bombings, leaving hundreds of civilians dead. He was recently captured and is being held prisoner in the Republic base here on Minan, awaiting transport to Coruscant for trial, and a chance to publicly voice his radical beliefs. We do not want to give him that chance. You must find a way to kill him before he leaves Coruscant, but you must be subtle. It must look like an accident, or an unexplainable death. The Republic will be glad to get rid of Lorgal, so they won't investigate his death closely. As long as he isn't struck down by a weapon in his cell, the Jedi Order will be satisfied. Is there anything else? Remember, tell no one about this. If there are others with you when you confront Zulan or Lorgal, make it seem as if you are acting on behalf of the Republic, not the Jedi Order. That is it for now. Return to me when either Lorgal or Zulan is dead, and I will reward you. If you wish to complete both missions, feel free. You will be subtly rewarded for each. My question is getting rid of them bad? Dark side points bad? So they both seem like kind of bad guys, huh? So it seems like I'd be doing the world a favour. I'm not sure. It's actually probably a good time to save. Why do you bother me, human? I do not wish to speak to you. Why are you just standing here in a corner? I'm here for my own reasons. Those who know me and wish to do business know I can be found here. You will either do business with me or leave. Business? I trade and sell Pizzat cards for those who have the interest. If you have interest, then we can do business. Otherwise, leave. Fine, I'll leave. Good. Okay, let's bring the team back in case they have things to say until we're ready to go deal with those targets. Anyone in particular we want? Let's bring Bastila in, why not? No, she needs leveling up.
What can I do?
What?
Where does this go? Let's go to a new area. Okay, hold that thought then.
Jolie, may I have a moment? There's something I wish to speak to you about.
Yep, I figured it was only a matter of time until we had the whole come back to the Order discussion. Well, I guess there's no avoiding it now, so let's get it over with.
I know you have issues with the Order, but you are a Jedi, Jolie. You command the Force. Without the guidance of the Council, how can you avoid falling to the dark side?
Well, I've managed to avoid it the last 20 years or so. Besides, light side, dark side, they don't mean the same to me as they do to you. I don't see in absolutes.
Malak and the Sith are evil, Jolie. Surely you can see that.
I want to stop Malak as much as anyone. But I don't have to join the Order to do it. Look at Karth, or Canderous. They're with us in this quest, but they aren't Jedi. The capacity for good or evil, like the Force itself, is in all living creatures. And belonging to the Jedi Order, or the Sith, or any group, won't change what you are at your core.
I see you were quite adamant. No doubt you've had ample time to think on this during your long seclusion. I guess it was foolish of me to think I could sway your position so easily.
Yeah, I'm old and stubborn. But I appreciate the effort. But from now on, you can just think of me as any other non-Jedi in our little group, with a lightsaber and Force powers.
Well, here's the hotel.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too.
Tell me what you saw the night of the murder.
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off.
Could he have gone off after he left?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
Could you testify it happened after he left?
No. No way I'm lying to the court just because you want to get your Republic buddy off or whatever. I have no interest in going to prison.
I could pay you 200 credits to say it.
No. No way I'm lying to the court just because...
Okay.
What do you want to know?
What do you know about Sunry and Alasa?
Alasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on.
Tell me what you saw on the night of the murder.
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a...
Yeah.
What do you want to know?
Who were the witnesses in the hotel?
There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Firith Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know?
I have no more questions for now.
Well, okay. If you need anything else, I'm gonna be right here.
You with the Selkath? You here to see me about the murder, too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me?
What do you know about Sunry and Alasa?
Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel, too. Going to Alasa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with her damn antics usually.
You mean Sunry was having a relationship with Alasa?
I'm not saying anything like that, what they did in that room in private, is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith Master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
Sith Master?
Oh, well, Elassa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
What did you see?
I didn't see anything, and there's no way you can make me say otherwise. Now quit asking.
Maybe if I tossed in 100 credits?
100 credits isn't enough for the kind of trouble I'd be having if I told you. Sorry, you're going to have to look somewhere else.
Okay, I'll ask something else.
Thanks.
What did you see the night of the murder?
I was in my room, minding my own business with the latest copy of Pazak Weekly, checking out the listings for the big tournament that's going to be held here soon, when I heard a blaster shot. Being still alive, and therefore smart enough not to stick my head out immediately, I didn't go out right away. I looked out after a minute and saw Glupor in the hall by Elassa's room, and Sunry running like the wind. You can't tell me that someone who was running like that, and he was pretty fast for a cripple, isn't guilty.
I have nothing more to ask for now.
Yes, well, I'll be right here. Not like they're letting me go anywhere else.
Can I borrow whatever's in this? Don't mind me. That's locked, and I just wanted to open that then. You're here with Selkith. You have questions for Glupor? Glupor already say everything he knows. I have questions about the murder of Elassa. Glupor told everything to Selkith. You not know? Glupor have no reason not to say. Glupor tell everything. Everything about murder. Everything about Sith Lady's room. Why are you at the hotel? Glupor staying at hotel. Glupor not very rich. Hotel much too rich for Glupor to live at. But Glupor stay for weeks and have enough to stay here for a few days, using Glupor's chance to live better for a while. What did you see? Glupor not see murder. Oh no, Glupor did see Republic guy, the cripple. Sunry his name. Glupor thinks. Glupor see Sunry running away from scene of crime. Glupor see nothing else. Nothing else at all. Especially not in Sith Lady's room. What about Elassa's room? Glupor just curious. Just curious to see what had happened. Glupor have no reason to go into room. No one paid Glupor to do it. Did someone pay you to do something in that room, Glupor? How you know someone paid Glupor? Well, Sith man came to Glupor after murder, before Selkith arrived. He said he'd give Glupor good money if Glupor put metal into Sith's hand. Glupor good. Glupor plant evidence and leave no trace. Glupor not recognize Sith man anyway. Glupor not recognize humans very well. No use to Selkith, so not bothered to tell them. Well, that, and the Sith man say he killed Glupor if Glupor speaks. Oh no. Glupor think he can't talk more right now. Glupor feel he needs to lie down. Maybe just stay here. Okay, well, that's some damning evidence. Guys, you need to...
I'm here.
To get out of my freaking way.
What?
So I'm guessing this is the murder scene, is it? Can we not get in there?
Yes?
I need to remove somebody, don't I?
Yes?
Don't mind me.
Sure.
Oh. Just a random room with stuff in, I guess. I'm guessing this was meant to be the murder room then, which we can't access. So we've spoke to you, but is there anything else we can get out of you? Why are you back, human? Glupor already tell you everything. Why not you leave Glupor alone? Do you know about the Selkith youths who have gone missing? Cooper heard of it, yes. But Cooper been locked in this room for days. Cooper thinking rather poor insight to think he knows something. I have some questions about the murder of Alassa. Cooper ought to tell you everything. Why you bother Cooper more? Cooper not answering any more questions for you. Okay, that's everything we're getting out of him then, guys. Move out of my way.
Sure.
Does that give us anything more with you?
You again. Didn't I tell you people everything I knew? So why do you keep coming back to me? Yeah.
Yeah, seems about it. Just checking with you.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too. Well,
that seems to be everything, right? Mysterious man.
You, Jedi. I hear you are investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
What do you mean?
This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. Sunry and Alassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes?
I think so. Kinda.
Dear. I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
Then just give it to me?
No, of course not. You think state secrets are for sale on the common market? You would have to be devious to get what you want. Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Okay, well, here's the Republic one. Was the Sith one at the docking area, or was that something else? Forget, have we seen the Sith one?
Welcome to Manan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid.
I'm investigating the Sunry case.
I don't know much about the facts of the case, but I find it hard to believe. I never met Sunry, but he's a hero of the Republic, not a murderer. The so-called evidence against him is an obvious frame-up. It has to be. The Sith must have plotted Sunry's downfall to embarrass and discredit the Republic.
Any chance the Republic is involved?
The Republic? That makes no sense. Sunry has no enemies in the Republic, and his conviction will make all of our jobs more difficult. If you want to solve this mess, I would focus on the Sith. That or check out the murder scene at the hotel. Talk to the other guests. Maybe they know something. I regret I could not be of more assistance in your investigation. Is there anything else?
Why are your soldiers loading so much Kolto?
Kolto is a precious resource. Its healing powers are near miraculous. During times of war, Kolto becomes even more valuable. As long as we have the permits, we will continue to harvest Kolto and ship it to our Republic soldiers battling against the Sith. Of course, the Sith enjoy the very same privileges. If there was some way we could gain an edge over the Sith in our Kolto supply, but the Selkath are fiercely protective of their neutrality in this conflict. They do not want to grant either side an advantage.
I'm on a mission from the Jedi Council. Perhaps you can help me with it.
Oh, of course. Of course, I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council.
I seek a star map. The remnant of an ancient and forgotten race.
An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manan?
You know something?
Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first.
Come on, tell me.
No. You do what I want and maybe I can help you out. Until then, nothing.
What do you want me to do?
We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Otto City, and it was damaged.
It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Phoraxan sharks, but while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back.
Where is the droid?
It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manon. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do.
How do I get into the Sith base?
There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far.
Is there another way?
We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for passcards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way.
Decrypting the passcard sounds good.
Good. It is a very intelligent and skilled individual who can crack the matrices of a Sith encryption system. But there is one last method you should know about in case all other options fail. The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a passcard to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first?
I think I'll decrypt the passcard.
Good choice. We've been working at that for a while, but it's been too difficult so far. Maybe you'll have better luck. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
Okay, well, I'm hoping one of my companions can do whatever it is you want me to do.
I can't talk now. I've got to get this Colto loaded up before my shift is over.
So you're the one who's gonna try to get into the Sith base, eh? Huh, good luck, you're gonna need it. This is our main computer room here. We got the box of passcards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet. We have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence patterns.
What kind of holes?
The encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the strings. Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. The second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part. But I have to admit, all this is a bit over my head. I haven't even been able to slice past the first matrix, and I've been at this for hours. I've ruined a dozen cards already. But the good thing is we have a whole box of them, so you don't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Since Roland said you were cleared, you can use the computer freely. I'll be here if you have any questions.
Oh no, not simple maths. Can I do it with somebody else? I don't know if this will increase my chances. System booting, status pending, continue. Loading rep op layer success command query. Slice Republic system. Open submarine bay doors, 100 spikes. Access restricted data archives. Accessing data archive, success. Downloading Sunray Incident Archive, success. The computer screen switches to a fisheye view from some sort of small surveillance device on the wall. A beautiful young woman enters the room, followed by a much older man. As she walks further into the room, he softly closes the door, pulls a blaster, and shoots her in the back. This must be some sort of secret recording of Sunri murdering Alassa. Disable local power grid, 125 spikes. Log off. Unloading system. Okay, can we still do the crypting thing? Decrypt Sith passcard. Loading decryption layer success. Oh Jesus. Access additional matrix terminal sequence. 1, 2, 4, 7, 11, 16. 22, I think. Terminating addictive matrix continue. Okay, another one. It's gotta be... No, it goes back up again. 18? I guess it would go 18 and then 21 again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. I'm gonna guess 64. This will be 2, I guess. Let's go on the jump from 1 to 32, then to 81, then back down to 64, 25. So I don't think it would be 1. I'm gonna go with 3. I don't know if I'm getting any of these right. Sequence pairs. 1083 32 5 128. Good God, I have no idea for this one. 7. Card programming failure. Error decrypting failed. Card unusable, continue. Okay, well, let's go try another method then, because I had to go.
Yes?
So, you're the one Roland has got to help us interrogate this prisoner. I hope your Jedi powers will come in useful. This one has been most resistant. He's a Sith spy we picked up a little while ago, snooping around outside trying to get in. We thought he was suspicious and brought him inside when the Selkath weren't looking. But it seems the Sith have done a pretty good job of conditioning this guy, and we haven't been able to break him yet.
What did they do to him?
The Sith protect their really important spies with some sort of mental force feedback system. They can turn their minds in on themselves, so force compulsions won't affect them. Combine this with conventional training to resist interrogation, and sometimes it takes months to get them to tell what they know. Do you want to interrogate him now?
Yes.
Well, the training the Sith gave him will protect him from most normal interrogation techniques, and also from force persuasion. We have found a few hooks you might find useful. He was with another man when he was first spotted. We think it was another spy, but we didn't manage to catch him. We also seized some personal documents he had on him when he was captured. It would seem that he's married to a woman named Tila. We checked this in our computers, and it seems to hold up. We've sent a couple of agents to investigate, but it may be a while.
What do I have to work with?
What we have here is your standard issue truth serum. It should make him spill his guts in no time. But there is a catch.
A catch?
Because of his conditioning, he's able to resist it at small doses. But if you give him too much, his body realizes what you're trying to do and shuts his mind down completely. If you do that, you'll have to inject him with an antidote that neutralizes the truth serum. Unfortunately, that too has a drawback.
I detect a pattern here.
It causes short-term memory loss. This may work to your advantage because you can try the same tactic over and over again. But if you use it too much, he may forget everything we want to know. Shall we get it started then?
Yes.
Hey you, wake up. Someone wants to talk to you.
Interrogate him.
What do you want?
Relax, I'm not here to threaten you.
You're not. You lies. You work for the Republic.
We're the only ones who will take you in now.
The Sith will never trust you against Spy. We're the only place you have left. Tell us what we want to know.
Never. I am Sith. I will never betray them. Your Republic is weak, and will soon fall at any rate.
If you talk, we can make it worth your while.
You think me weak enough to give in to false promises of wealth and riches? The Sith are stronger than that. We will have it all eventually anyway.
Let's try something else.
What do you want?
How do we give him the truth serum or whatever? We know about your companion.
What companion?
Perhaps we would give you back to the Sith, but keep him.
Of course, they would never believe we let you go so easily, but they would all too happily believe you betrayed them.
The Sith are not that easy to fool. We would see through your petty deceptions and destroy you for the way you try to humiliate us.
Don't think this is going to go too well, considering my persuasion is not very good. Unless we get lucky. We don't really need you. Your companion will tell us what we need to know anyway.
The gutless Sith worm is already starting to crack. We'll have what we need within hours.
Ah! The Sith are stronger than you. Each one of us. You'll never break us.
If you don't tell us, he will suffer.
Nothing you can do to us would make us talk. We Sith are stronger than you give us credit for. What do you want?
Maybe we should do something about Tila.
Tila? How did you find out about her?
We could make life easier for both of you, here in the Republic.
You think bribes will work? You must be dumber than I thought to think that a Sith would join the losing side just for credits.
We have her already. She may be spared if you talk.
Ha! You couldn't have her. You're bluffing, Jedi scum. What?
I don't think this is going to work, is it? Inject him with the neutralizing agent and start over with a new dose of truth serum. We can try again, but...
Ha! You think...
Just don't think it's going to happen.
The Sith will never...
Never. You think me... There's nothing...
Let's just do it the old-fashioned way and the probably more combat-focused way, shall we? What is this way? Public security clearance is required to enter. Okay, it said something about the docking bay, right? So we'll make our way there, I guess. Is that everything in this area? I think we've been everywhere, right? Did we go this way? Don't think we did we?